Greetings and salutations everyone. Welcome to, well, I guess technically a bonus episode. I don't know how to describe this. Today, on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we're going into versus mode. Yay! Now there's two ways you can do it. You can do quick battle, which you could have two people share a controller and battle against each other by picking a move on the D-pad, I believe, or you can battle against the CPU, which is also a similar thing. I'm not going to do that because I'm the only one here. Woe is me. I'm lonely. Just kidding. And I've got Group Battle, which is connected to a Game Boy. You could have battles. Well, in Coliseum, you can only battle against a Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire cartridge. In XD, you can now play against Fire, Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald, if you so wish, which is fantastic. And today, there's something special I want to do. We're just going to do a 1 versus 1. I think you guys already know. But we can pick single battle, double battle. You know, we can pick our Coliseum. I'm going to say let's go with single for this. For Pyrite Coliseum, for Coliseum we can choose Pyrite, Wheelgam, Mount Battle, Coliseum, which you saw in Coliseum. So we might actually go with that. You could go to the Walk Arena, Oasis Arena, Cave Arena, or Random. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Cave Arena. The rules, anything goes. You have max level 50. I think that sets your Pokemon to level 50. Max level 100. Oh yeah, Pokemon up to level 50 may enter. Pokemon up to level 100. So you can use those. We can edit rules 1, which is Edible 1, which is adopt rule, change rule, name rule. So, we could, I think we could force people to, force a specific level. You've got time limits, which we're not going to do because, well, I'm connected to a Game Boy. I have to swap controls every 3 seconds. You know, you've got species clause and all that. Pokemon can hold held arms or teams can have all team Pokemon can hold the same type of item. You could. This is a weird one. You could disable Deoxys' camouflage ability. It doesn't have the ability called camouflage. It's got its form change. This basically means that normally Deoxys, if it was in its defense form, you would see it just as its default form. You wouldn't know. You could disable skill swap for like a slacking strategy, or 2 more Pokemon to be sleeping on the same team. So you could could do that. But if all Pokemon fail due to exposure or self-destruct, the user loses. Should the Personal and Destiny Bond fail if used by a team member's final Pokemon? Oh yeah, so if you're on your final Pokemon and want to use Destiny Bond to take the last Pokemon with you, you can say it fails. You can disable both of one side's Pokemon being frozen. Fixed damage moves like Dragon Rage, Sonic Boom always fail. So like Dragon Rage won't do 60 damage, it'll just straight up miss. Sonic Boom will also do the same. We set rules to default, and we set the rules to save state. We're not going to do that, we're just going to go with anything goes, because, well, bang. Which is what we're going to do. We're going to adopt anything goes. We're going to enter. These rules are acceptable. And oh, we have the lucky egg on. Oh, do we only have to pick 4 Pokemon? Oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, so we choose our team here. This is the first time I'm actually using the thing. The XD Bells, so I'm a bit thing. But you can choose from your box as well if you so wish. It's not too bad. Let's start with Tyranitar, Kagero, get Guilford and Area. and save Karlach and Siegfried to last. Disappear to selected Pokemon. Now we have to connect our Game Boy. I've shown how to do this in Coliseum, I'm not showing how to do it here. Hello, Game Boy. It activated. Okay. Unfortunately, why is it a bit weird on the GameCube connector? Had to hold it in a very weird position, like right here. I have to keep this still as well. I have to literally hold the Game Boy this way throughout the entire battle, or it'll just disconnect. So this is going to be great. Chain connection controller in socket 2. Checking party Pokemon. Good. Controls are acceptable, press the A button. Yes, they're acceptable, press start on player 1's controller. Oh boy. Right. I think there's a random button for this. But if you recognize this team, wow, you're a real fan. Specifically Master Team, but I'm going to let you guys listen to the music for the battle. And I'm not going to say anything. So be right back after the battle. I honestly have no idea what just happened there. The Game Boy just got disconnected. I need to check if everything's okay in Sapphire. Okay, everything's fine. That's weird. I held the Game Boy the exact same way throughout that entire battle and it just stopped. I started hearing the opening quest to Sapphire and I couldn't skip. I was like, wait, what happened? That is a complete shame. In all honesty, that was a fun battle. Right, well... I don't know if I want to try and reconnect that or not. I don't think I want to. Dude, we were even at the moment, weren't we? Who did we have left on the team? For both sides. I will check that. So... I have Siegfried, Karlach, and Area left. On Sapphire's side... You know, we can just make it a 3v3, in all honesty. It basically ended up as a 3v3. So... yeah, let's reset. We'll go back and try to finish the battle in the way that I thought was going to happen. The idea was to send Karlach out. That's the exact moment. Like, the second I hovered over Karlach, boom. Connection lost. Although I would have been better off send out Area and trying Blizzard. The reason I didn't do that is because the Game Boy I'm using is a very old one, so the screen isn't that good. I could barely see the party on the Sapphire side. Yeah, everything goes. We'll say it's like a part 2. How about we go to Oasis next? So, participate, 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 enter. Connect the Game Boy system. It's connecting, as you guys can hear. Let's lower the volume. Well, it's not going to be any volume anyways during the linked battle. But I'll just continue with the Pokemon I was going to. Its connection failed. This is very finicky. I'm holding it over my left shoulder right now while looking towards my computer on the right. This hurts. Ow. If it doesn't work this time, well, these teams are going to battle against someday, but I want to do it on the GameCube at the very least. I plan to have... Fang. I plan to, use Fang. Oh, wait, they're up for a full team. I might be able to force free anyways, so... We were going to go Karlach. It might have been a double battle, actually. We need Hyder, who's slot. Wait. Like I said, the screen is bad. I mean, really bad. Enter. We had Soaked. Left, and finally Soleil. Okay, there you go. Connected again. We'll commentate for this, but you guys have to music anyways. Just be careful about how I hold this. So we're going to go with that and this. I am trying to pick the strategy that I would use. Okay, it's like gonna... Okay, Karlach's getting KO'd. Karlach, no! Hydra's definitely faster. I was hoping Karlach would outspeed, get swords dance, and do some great stuff. Crush Claw. And it just got disconnected again. Okay. We'll stop at that then. That is kind of annoying. Right, well, I guess we can go over a hypothetical. I don't do it the exact same way. The lead is just iffy. There's no damage on it. There's no curls on it or anything. It's perfectly fine, same as it was in Colosseum. Let's see, how would things would have gone? Karlach would have gone KO'd. I would have sent out Area, because Area was the best option. My assumption from this point is that the Colosseum team would have barely won. Here's about what I would have sent out Area after Karlach got KO'd. Either land Blizzard or fail constantly and lose, or I probably would have tried sheer cold as well. But actually no, XD might have won that. Who knows? The team will battle again someday, just in a bit of an easier format, I guess. What doesn't require leads and all that. But yeah, Area let's say Area KOs Hydra. I would have sent out Soat. And Soat would have, I think, used Toxic or Self-Destruct. I think Soat has those moves. I don't remember exactly. But that's basically what happened. Maybe. Huh. I'm actually thinking of training the team into here. But there's really no point. There's nothing later on. So, no. I'm gonna say if Soat KO'd Area, it would have been a situation where you both went down on the same turn. For one reason or another. It would have ended up with Siegfried versus Soleil. I think Soleil would have won that. Unless Siegfried does enough damage with a Thunderbolt in order to get Soleil really low and just like barely survive. But we'll see at a different point, I guess. It's a bit of a shame that I can't get the Game Boy to just work like that, but that's just the way the old school battles were. So, I'll end the episode here. Next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we are going to finish up Mount Battle for the finale. I will see you guys then.